taking you to one of my favorite places in town today. I think it's one of the cutest little shops we have, and it's one of my favorite not because of the atmosphere, but because of who I get to see when I'm there. Come in, follow me in. They have such a cute little shop here. This is Hello Beautiful Salon, and they have fun clothing. They have jewelry. You can get your hair cut here, get your nails done, do other fun women things. I bought one of these dresses, and they were so comfy. Look at all this cute stuff. I just love this place, and I can't wait for you to meet this sweet friend. Such cute things for summer. This room back here seems so calm and relaxing. Has a good vibe. I like it. I like the plants on the wall. Live your best life, girls. And don't forget about your roots. Hey guys, this is gonna be a good one. So I'm here with my favorite hairstylist, Miss Emily Foster, and you guys know I'm busy, and so I'm making this video here, sitting in kind of a vulnerable moment. You're seeing me get my hair done. Secret, I'm not really blonde. I was born a blonde. I'm just helping it out. Or I know I see you guys in vulnerable positions, so I'm fine with you seeing me do this. So I want to introduce you to my friend Emily. So we have a lot in common. Our children go to the same school. We are at the same church. We have done mother-daughter Bible studies together with our girls, and she was our best actress. I think you were Chloe. You were Chloe. That was super fun. Our husbands bravely coached junior high girls basketball together, and there were some tears. Probably more from the husbands. From the husbands
and the daughters.
And the daughters. But the dads got through that. We did too, sitting on the sidelines, like trying not to.
Thank goodness for Angie.
So today, Emily, I just wanted to show you guys Emily and her salon, and I know that I'm talking about environment this month, but there's one chemical I just really can't give up, and it's the hair dye. So not a perfect tree hugger, as I say.
Moderation.
Yeah, this is one I have to keep. But today, Emily and I, we were just going to talk about ways to improve our health.
Yeah, I saw your video yesterday, Angie, about like endocrine disruptors. Super alarming that, the United States is second in chemical use and pesticide use, and of course Illinois is coming in top 2, which is upsetting as well.
Yes, I think I was shocked, honestly, when I started learning about this, and I was shocked to see the level of use that exists in our state. I know we're surrounded by farmland here, and so that was upsetting to me. But I do want to say that we can't do this perfectly. We cannot control, honestly, what we're breathing in, or where we live, or what's around us. So we cannot do this perfectly, but one of the ways we can help reduce the number of chemicals we are exposed to is by being mindful of what we are eating. And the Environmental Working Group has posted, every couple of years they update this, and they post the Dirty Dozen, the foods that tend to have the highest pesticide count when they examine them. So I just want to share with you foods that are worth buying organic. Okay, Emily?
Yep.
All right. let's see if we eat any of these. Okay, strawberry.
I was just going to guess strawberries.
Strawberries.
Yep.
So strawberries are like a sponge for pesticides, okay? So foods that don't have a peel tend to be a lot higher because there's nothing protecting it. Though that strawberry is absorbing pesticides like a sponge. So that is on that's on the top. So strawberries, it's truly best to buy organic. Spinach, kale, collard greens, mustard greens, very high in pesticides. I want you guys to eat your spinach. We need to be getting in these fruits and veggies. We really need them. But it's truly best to get organic, and to also, when you're looking at foods, it's best to get non-GMO. So GMO stands for genetically modified organisms. So some foods are genetically modified, and when they're genetically modified, they can produce them in higher quantities, but the quality of the food is much less. So one thing that's concerning for me that I've learned recently is that 70%, according to my integrative specialist, 70% of Americans are magnesium deficient. And one of the reasons for that, our fruits and veggies do not contain as many nutrients as they did years ago because they are being genetically modified. So when you're looking at foods, it's best to get, if you are able to do organic, that is best, and to also purchase foods that say non-GMO. So other foods that made the Dirty Dozen: grapes, peaches, pears, nectarines, apples, bell and hot peppers, green beans, blueberries, and cherries. So that's the Dirty Dozen list for this year. Organic foods, I think sometimes we hesitate to purchase them because they are more expensive, and foods are very expensive right now. I know going to the grocery store, it's crazy what things cost. I have found that Aldi actually has tons of organic foods now, and so I try to get my organic fruits and vegetables there. I think that's where I can find the least expensive organic foods. So I would encourage you guys to look there. Now, there is another list the Environmental Working Group put out called the Clean 15. So these are fruits and veggies that have lower levels of pesticides in them. So these are ones that maybe if you want to buy the Dirty Dozen, stick with organic, but these Clean 15, they have less amounts of pesticides. So avocados, sweet corn, pineapple, onions, papayas, sweet peas that are frozen, asparagus, honeydew melon, kiwi, cabbage, which I was glad to see that, mushrooms, mangoes, watermelon, and carrots. I don't know if I said carrots already, but those are on the Environmental Working Group's Clean 15. So if you want to try to decrease the chemicals you're eating, and you want to, you're sticking to a budget, I would try to buy organic foods that are on that Dirty Dozen list. I would make that a priority. If you're able to afford organic completely, awesome. But I know most of us honestly cannot do that. So the Dirty Dozen, those are the ones you should avoid.
If you are like my family and my kids, we keep our fridge stocked with those main fruits that she said are on the Dirty Dozen. Lots of strawberries, lots of berries, lots of grapes, lots of apples. And so we, like Angie said, we try our hardest to buy organic. I know that there's like clean, like fruit washes, always important to wash, I know there's all kinds of studies about that. You just put fruit in, I can't remember the mix, but like water and vinegar or something, and the water of strawberries is almost like black, which is
Gross.
disgusting.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the answer to this?
Well, so I think that what is happening is that farmers, they're doing the best that they can. They're doing the best that they can. They need to produce a crop. They need to stay in business. And this is what consumers are buying. Consumers are buying the foods that are the cheapest. And I think the solution to this is we as consumers need to start buying the foods that are the healthiest. And I think that if we as consumers really make it an effort to purchase foods that are organic, farmers will produce those foods for us. And I'm really proud of grocery stores and companies that, like Aldi, over the last, I would say 5 years, they really have made a big effort to offer affordable organic foods. And so I think as more consumers purchase those foods, farmers will put a larger effort in growing those foods, and we will have healthier foods for ourselves and our children.
For sure.
So the other thing I'll show you coming up in the next couple of videos, you guys, we live on the most fertile soil in our state. I'm going to show you how to grow your own organic food. Stay tuned.